Over a decade ago, HBO released an incredible 3-season mystery series that went on to earn an impressive Rotten Tomatoes score of 91%. However, as more and more years have gone by, the show has seemingly garnered new waves of appreciation from viewers. Considering how it has only gotten better with time, it is hard not to see how it deserves even more acclaim and attention. Created by Damon Lindelof and Tom Perrotta, HBO's The Leftovers is based on Tom Perotta's novel of the same name. The show's early hook seems to have a familiar post-apocalyptic setup where 2% of the world's population suddenly vanishes. However, instead of purely focusing on the mystery behind the disappearances, The Leftovers unfolds as a clever character study about humanity's struggles with grief and loss. The Leftovers seems to take a rather risky approach by not exactly giving viewers what they initially expect from a supernatural apocalyptic drama. Owing to this, the show has often prompted audiences to have divisive opinions about whether it deserves the critical acclaim it initially received. In hindsight, though, it seems clear that the show should get even more praise than it earned after its release. The Leftovers deserves a score above 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. The Leftovers could have easily fallen into genre conventions and unfolded more as a mystery box TV show. Its opening plot hook, which focuses on 2% of the world's population suddenly disappearing, seemed intriguing enough to make viewers sit around for more answers. However, instead of gradually removing the tapestry surrounding its central mystery, The Leftovers did not waste any time on solving it at all. Instead, it focused on the lives of those who were left behind after the traumatic event. In its opening season, The Leftovers explores the psychological wreckage left behind after the disappearance of the world's 2% population. This makes the series a little too bleak in its early chapters, which seemingly explains why its opening installment got a more divisive response. However, as it heads into Season 2, The Leftovers leans more into exploring the surreal and somehow beautiful aspects of grief, faith, and human healing. Like viewers, even its characters are desperate for answers. Using this as a key driver for its story, The Leftovers highlights how one can find meaning even in the absence of certainty. Heading into Season 3, The Leftovers dives deeper into its metaphysical elements that may not fit everyone's taste. Even during these chapters, though, the show holds on to its profound meditation on tragedy, hope, and acceptance. Viewers looking for a conventional post-apocalyptic TV show or mystery box thriller will struggle to get through the early bits of The Leftovers. Once they get past those arcs and realize what the show is trying to do, however, most will learn to appreciate it for what it brings to the table. Considering how The Leftovers subverted many genre tropes and still managed to deliver something truly masterful, it is hard not to see how it deserved even more acclaim. The Leftovers has improved with age since ending in 2017. The Leftovers opened to a Rotten Tomatoes score of 82%. With Season 2, the show experienced a massive jump in critical acclaim when it earned a rating of 94%. The HBO series Season 3 continued the trend when it earned almost unanimous acclaim from critics and landed a near-perfect score of 99%. Looking back, it seems like The Leftovers Season 1 deserved a far better rating. The show was widely misunderstood in its opening installment. The show was always a hard sell because of its heavy and often existentialist portrayal of humanity's search for meaning in the face of the inexplicable. Many who expected more answers surrounding the central mysteries were also turned off by its unexpectedly bleak and emotionally draining tone. In hindsight, though, one benefits from seeing the series as a complete work. Instead of judging it by its opening season, many viewers can now see how its seemingly meandering story beats in the arcs and frustratingly opaque developments were all crucial for the larger narrative. Owing to this, the HBO TV series seems to garner more and more appreciation as it ages. Hopefully, in the near future, HBO's The Leftovers will gain a whole new wave of acclaim and recognition, which could pave the way for other similar offbeat but brilliant shows to see the light of day.